Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Junoy here with Trading the Charts Pro. Tonight, one more session of market outlook. All right, so tonight we're actually going to look at the S&P 500, which is the ES futures, to see where the market is going in this coming week, starting Sunday, the 12th of July. All right, this is gonna be a very exciting week, guys, specifically for me, and I'm gonna show you why right here in the charts. So before we jump into that, please hit the like button, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss my next video when I put it out. So hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and smash that like button so that the YouTube algorithms can, help this video out and show it to, a lot more persons that may be able to see and use this information. All right, let's jump on into the charts and see what the market is telling us and where it's telling us that it's going to go this week. All right. All right, so here I have a daily chart of the ES, which is the S&P 500. And we all know, guys, we talked about this already. Market selling off, finding a support, running up in a nice uptrend, hit the resistance here, which is a downtrending resistance on this side. It came down, which was a very critical and somewhat stressing period because we were like, is it going to fall back all the way down? But it held support, it ran up, and then we talked about this, the potential W pattern, which was 1 2 tap, and then we had the W pattern, guys. But what is extremely exciting, specifically for me, is that I'm seeing something that is setting up that makes me very excited because the market is about to run higher. How is it going higher? I don't know. Coronavirus still running wild, but that doesn't matter. None of that really matters. All that matters is that the price action is showing us that, hey, we're about to blow out and move up further higher. All right. So let's look at that pattern and see, why do I believe that the market is running higher. First, if you understand price patterns, you would have seen that we had a W pattern. What does that mean? It means that the market came down, it gave us a 2 tap. Now it's back at the resistance level, which is a downtrending resistance. How do I mean that this market is going to go higher? Well, guys, if you understand price pattern, when you see a W pattern in conjunction with a flag pattern, which the last leg of the W turned into a actual flag pattern consolidation. Guys, it does not get any simpler than this. How do you get to see this? The only way you get to see this is by learning how to read charts. If you don't know how to read charts, you can visit me at www.tradingthechartspro.com. Here, I'll walk you through how to understand price pattern and how to see it in the charts, and so you can profit from it. All right, so we have this very strong W pattern, 1 tap, 2 tap, but now we're back to resistance. Typically, guys, when price get to resistance, if it's going to sell off, you're going to have a immediate reversal after a 1 or 2 tap. Typically, if price runs up and it's not going to hold, you get a sell off, which we kind of had right there. But price only pull back to the moving averages and then price run back up. Technically, this is a nice flag pattern consolidation resistance. And on Friday, look what we have. We had just a little bit of push up above the uptrending line. Yes, when we get to this level, we have to be cautious, but I'm going to tell you why I am not very cautious. You hear them talk about the dead cross. Typically, what the dead cross is that the market is running up. The market was very bullish, and then you have a 50 period or a 100 period moving average is breaking down below a 200 period moving average. What that means is that the trend is no longer bullish and the trend is now bearish, and that was exactly what we got when we had this breakdown. So typically that was considered as a dead cross because we had the 50 period moving average breaking down below the 200 period moving average, which clearly signified this drop. That explains it. The trend was complete for the upside, and now we ended up dropping all the way to the bottom of the barrel. Now over on this side, guys, come on, it doesn't get any simpler than this. Look what happened right here. This completed on Friday. We had this, which is the 50 period moving average, crossing back above the 200 period moving average. What does this mean? This means that this bull trend is looking to continue much, much higher. How much higher? Well, I'm actually watching this level to see if we get a retest. Yes, it doesn't make any sense, but a lot of times you cannot rely on what the news is telling you. What you have to rely on is what price action is telling you, guys. And what price action is telling me is that we had a W pattern right here, and then we have the second leg of the W, which turned into a actual flag pattern consolidation. And typically we're looking for a breakout of the flag pattern to run roughly the length of the flagpole. Oh, come on. We're looking for this move to run the length of the flagpole. So technically, we're looking for this thing to move somewhere up. Come on. We're looking for this move to run from here all the way potentially back up to this way. Does that make sense? So how am I able to identify these patterns? Is because the only thing I focus on is price action. If you don't understand how the market moves overall in terms of price actions, trends, then it's going to be extremely difficult for you to be profitable in the market because 90% of the time you won't know what the market is actually doing because you're trying to focus on very small time frame and focus on moving averages and stuff like that. None of that stuff really matters when you come to the larger time frames. That doesn't matter too much. What matters is the price action and what the price action is actually telling you. Okay, and right now price action is telling us that, hey, W pattern with a flag pattern consolidation, these two patterns are very, very bullish patterns in conjunction with a 50 period moving average crossing back above a 200 period moving average. This is the bullish cross. I forgot what they call the golden cross. Yes, this is the golden cross. So this was the dead cross, and then this is the golden cross, which typically means that we're moving higher. Also, if you look on the MACD, on the large time frame, which is the daily, you can see that the MACD signal line has crossed back over. We may get a little bit more move to the upside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Come Sunday, I'm looking for this thing to gap out, and then we will see where we go from there. So right now, coronavirus is still at large. Stay away from all the stocks that, if coronavirus continues to get crazy, you're gonna have those stores closing down. For example, Nike, the restaurants, all of those stuff. Stay away from those stuff and stick to all the stocks that are gonna continue to benefit in an environment where COVID-19 is running wild. So this is it for this session of Market Outlook, guys. If you enjoy the content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and also share the information with somebody that may benefit from this information. Uh, you can also find me at www.tradingthechartspro.com. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.